season 2 of Power Rangers. I think the budget increased by maybe a lot. Um, Sometimes it feels like the budget increased by a lot, and sometimes it feels like it was the same as season 1. Um, I feel like season 1 had its limits, but season 2 you actually see more places besides like the park or the school or a field or the rocky area or whatever. Um, Season 2 starts off really good. Like, it introduced Lord Zed, which is probably my favorite Power Rangers villain of all time. As a three-parter, Wannabe Ranger was good. Putty on the Brain was funny because all the characters um, look like putties, but um, the Bloom of Doom. That was basically one of the last Trini episodes and Kimberly episodes, sadly, but that was a good one. The Green No More was when the Green Ranger loses his green powers. Beauty and the Beast was kind of funny because Lord Zed, this is one of his dumber plans, but most of his plans are really good. But he wanted to marry Kimberly, and I'm like, she's in high school, right? FBI, open up. But um, White Light, that's when you see the White Ranger, and it turns out to be Tommy. Spoiler, if you mainly everybody's seen that. And then like disc 3, I think this is right when I hate to say it, when the actors for Red, Yellow, and Black quit, Zach, Trini, and Jason, because I didn't notice it really that much when I was a kid, but you really notice it when you're an adult. You notice that they're hardly in the episodes, and you'll see like the back of them, or their voice sounds off. Like they're played by a completely different person. You could tell Trini's and voice is not even hers, and Jason's voice sounds like a steroid version of his own voice. The Ninja Encounter one is a three-parter. That was a decent one. They introduced Zach. Damn it. I messed it up. They introduced Adam, Aisha, and Rocky. And then after that, the global pollution. It was an okay episode. And Zed Waves was actually a really good episode, in my opinion. It's one of the underrated episodes. Volume 2 of Season 2. Yeah, here we go. The power transfer. I got a lot to say about that one. The first part was actually really good because you had Serpentera, or Zed's Zord, and him and Goldar piloting it. So, but part 2 kind of fell off. But my opinion on Adam, Aisha, and Rocky, yeah, I didn't. Adam was okay, but he got better in the later seasons. His development and all that was way better. And then Aisha, I always liked her a lot. She's probably my second favorite Yellow Ranger. Sadly, her development got the short end of the stick, but and then we have Rocky. Well, Rocky was a huge downgrade to Jason, and he wasn't even the leader. I remember when I was a kid, I was pissed. I was like, that's not my Red Ranger. I mean, watching him now, he's not bad. I don't know. When I was a kid, I was a huge fan of Jason, so Rocky's okay. I think he's better when he's in Zeo. Um, One of the best episodes on here on Volume 2 of Season 2 is when a Ranger is not a Ranger. You will see Bulk and Skull. It's one of Bulk and Skull's best moments in the entire series. And one of my least favorite two episodes that come after that of this season. Rocky just wants to have fun. This is so much fun. Uh, yeah, that episode made the Red Ranger and Rocky a joke. If I heard correctly, that's the actor's least favorite episode because it made him look like a goofball. And lights, camera, action, it had potential to be good. And oh yeah, I love the Thunderzord. The Thunderzords. Um, Even though the unicorn doesn't even look like a unicorn. Um, Whatever. And I still love the original Megazord the best, but Thunder Megazord was awesome too. The only problem is some of the fights seem kind of rushed for the Megazord fights. Um, when there's smoke, there's fire was okay. Scavenger hunt was okay. Now this one, the Great Bukala escapes. Honestly, I don't hate that episode. Is it a really good episode? No, but I don't know. It has the lowest rating out of all the Power Rangers shows, rating wise, that I know of. Forever Friends was pretty good. Rest in peace to Aisha's friend, because the actor for the one who played her friend died like 6 years ago or something. A Real Fish Story. That actually was one of Rocky's best episodes that I remember. He doesn't really get that much episode stuff dedicated to him, which kind of sucks for him. Rangers Back in Time. Um, it was a fine episode. It was okay. The Wedding. Part 1 was pretty good. Part 2 was probably the best one out of the three, and Part 3 was good. And then Return of the Green Ranger, which has a duplicate Tommy, and in the end his name is Tom. Um, it was Part 2 was probably the best because you actually see the Green Ranger and White Ranger fight. I wish the fight was longer, but best man for the job had some of the funniest moments where Kimberly and Tommy are arguing. It was really funny. The Storybook Rangers, Part 1 and 2, it was okay. It was okay. The Wild West Rangers, it was fine. Um, I would say that there's like, I don't know, plot holes and stuff that made no sense in there. And the Blue Ranger Gone Bad. Now, if I was Billy and if you've seen the episode, the girl made a statue of Billy, and he was kind of like weirded out a little bit by it, and I would be too. Like, that's just a little creepy. And then they made the statue an evil Billy, and you actually see Billy versus Billy, and the evil Billy gets messed up in the end. But it was one of the. It's not a really good season finale to go off on, but it's still a really good episode. And then I feel like they foreshadowed like Zeo with the yellow gold ranger thing statue that the girl made for Billy in the end, and Billy eventually didn't become the gold ranger, and Tanya eventually got the powers of the yellow Zeo crystal, and Tommy's wearing, not Tommy, Billy's wearing yellow. um yeah, some of the like volume 1 was stronger than volume 2, but I feel like It's like an 8.4. Would have been a lot higher if they would have kept the original cast members because they underpaid them and that's why they left. But I mean, Rocky, Aisha, and Adam do a pretty good job on their replacements. I know they're not a lot of people's favorites. I mean, some people actually really like Adam, but Rocky and Aisha they get the short end of the stick. But I would give it an 8.4, and that's probably my favorite season of Power Rangers. Period. Um, I'm probably gonna do season 3 really soon. Start watching season 3 because it's only like 33 episodes or something. And I gotta do Alien Ranger, and that's the end of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Can't believe I watched all those episodes in the matter of like 3 months.